does. Not because it's easy, yeah, that also, but more importantly because most people feel that a panna cotta is really very basic. Don't forget to subscribe, hit on the bell icon as I take you to creating a fantastic panna cotta with chocolate, wasabi and celery sea salt coming together. Style it up with a pumpkin seed brittle and you have a fantastic dessert. Anniversary week calls for something special and more importantly, I've been ordered to do so. Into a bowl of 2/3 cup of room temperature milk goes in 2 teaspoons of gelatin. I'm just going to allow it to bloom into this for about 5 to 10 minutes. And from there we go straight into the milk. So I've got 2 cups of milk simmering into a pot along with 2 tablespoons of sugar. We're just going to allow this to simmer and melt with each other till we are ready to pour the gelatin right into it. While the milk is simmering and staying warm and the gelatin is blooming, I've taken 180 grams of dark chocolate and I'm just going to give it a 1-minute short burst till it melts. Smoothing the chocolate out is really simple while it's melted really well. So you just need to use a spatula and ensure that the heat is well dispersed out here. Look at that glorious sheen. As you've allowed the gelatin to bloom, and the best way to know that is when you see it nice and swollen. Look at that, beautifully swollen. Just put it into the simmering pot of milk and stir the whole thing up. Just allow it to melt now into this. In the end you have to strain it, but the purpose out here is to get that flavor perfectly well together. Large ladles of this, one at a time, going into the chocolate so that it emulsifies really well. Just mix it up. Work with it gently, but there's not too much of science involved out here. This gets a fine sprinkle of some celery sea salt, and since it's still room temperature, we're going to wait for this to cool down a bit before we add in the wasabi. Do not add the wasabi in advance or the entire thing will curdle. While this cools down, it's now time to create that perfect sunflower seed brittle. So for that you need to create a caramel. So into a bowl nice and hot goes in 2/3 cups of sugar. And with that goes in 1/3 cup of water. Just allow that to cook on the highest possible heat so that it gets that amber gold color melting through and through. Lightly toasted sunflower seeds, about 30 grams. Into that goes 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon powder along with 1/8 of a teaspoon of nutmeg powder. It's all about getting these nice and spiced up. This requires a shake that the spice goes all around. This is a great food hack and a snack to enjoy in itself. These spices work really well with toasted sunflower seeds. As this gets to blistering and bubbling away, this usually takes 6 minutes till you get that perfect amber gold color. Watch it though, but from afar. 6 minutes gets you to this stage where you can see the color and you just want to darken the entire color out. At this stage, occasionally you need to lift it off the stove top, swirl it around till you can make out that gorgeous amber color within. I'm happy with this shade of amber gold, so into that goes nearly half a tablespoon of yellow salted butter and those toasted nuts. Just sprinkle them in and get to creating the mix. A perfect brittle, so you just need to swirl them all till the color gets perfectly riled up. As we allow the brittle to come down to temperature that is easy to work with and all the bubbles go away, all you need to do is lift it up and just pour it on either a silicone lined mat or parchment paper. Any one of the two works well. Pour every last bit of it. Be careful how you work with it, and all you need to do is just slide it so that you get the finest of brittles. I'm keeping it a little chunky because it's at home. It doesn't require any fancy fanfare. Look at that beautiful glaze that comes together. While we allow the brittle to cool down and just firm up, with my chocolate panacotta nice and cool, it's time now to add some wasabi into it. So we are wasabi obsessed, otherwise go as liberal as you can handle. So I'm using nearly a teaspoon of wasabi into the mix, and I'm just going to mix this gorgeous creation up. Japanese horseradish takes chocolate to the next level, and the celery sea salt is that perfect alkaline to balance this entire creation out. Strained, and with all that messy affair behind us, all I'm going to do is pour it into my ramekins and just set them in the refrigerator. These set within nearly 2 hours. Pouring them in a jug with a spout really works well. So since I couldn't find my jug, I'm just using the one that I used to create Sunday morning pancakes in a pan. Into the refrigerator they go to chill for about 2 hours. This is simple styles coming together in perfect harmony. 2 hours is all that's required to chill this and give you the perfect wobble. A panna cotta is all about that glorious wobble or jiggle that's renowned for its name. With this ready, all we are going to do is lightly break up that gorgeous brittle and place it on top. What a fun way to have a creation, so simple in the making. Don't be alarmed by the color of the caramel, it's that spice gorgeousness that has created this color. Who would have thought that chocolate pairs so gorgeously well with wasabi and the celery sea salt neutralizing it? This takes a simple panna cotta to the next level. Style it up with a pumpkin seed brittle and you have a gourmet creation, or rather a gourmet dessert, so ready and made in a jiffy. Don't forget to share loads of love by hitting on the like button. Stay safe, stay blessed. Don't forget to leave a comment below.